Is Ghost Town just another boring walking simulator in VR that you should skip, or is it a visually stunning, supernatural puzzle adventure that you should play? Welcome to another episode of Play or Skip on GameList Plus. I'm Josh, and today I'm reviewing Ghost Town on Quest 3. As usual, I will go over all the different aspects of the game, giving each a rating between 1 and 10, 10 being flawless. I'll give an overall score and the verdict of whether or not you should play or skip the game. If you decide to pick this game up, click the link in the description below to buy it through my affiliate link and support GameList Plus directly. First, what is Ghost Town? Ghost Town is a single-player, first-person, narrative-driven VR game with very strong supernatural elements. Along the way, you'll solve environmental and mechanical puzzles, uncover hidden secrets, and slowly free various ghosts bound to this world while trying to find your brother and ultimately unearth a surprising twist. So first, I'll talk about the graphics. Ghost Town is honestly one of the absolute best-looking standalone Quest 3 games that I have ever played, and I'm not exaggerating. I'd say it's second only to Red Matter 2 in terms of visual fidelity, but it has a much grittier feel than Red Matter 2. In that game, you're in sterile spaceship interiors, where here in Ghost Town, you're in dark and creepy caves and corridors, as well as gritty London apartments and streets. From the reflective surfaces to the supernatural magic effects, the clean graphical style truly makes this game stand out. Edith has a looking glass type reflective crystal in her closet in her apartment, and the effects that are in 3D within the 2D space, within the shiny reflective surfaces, really is a sight to behold. It's really cool. The art direction really leans heavily into the atmosphere, and the handcrafted environments just ooze with story and character. It really is a beautiful looking game, and it sets a brand new standard for what is actually possible on the Quest 3 system as a standalone. I was repeatedly stunned by the intricate detail that is layered into each and every section of this game. There's this part where you're going on a hanging gondola up to this lighthouse, and I was just amazed at all the seagulls on the sides of the hill. There's just like tiny little details, and each and every little seagull, you can see the animations. It's brilliantly done. It truly is gorgeous. It even surpasses some of the PC VR games that I've seen, which is absolutely nuts. Since this seems to be the absolute pinnacle of graphical fidelity that I have seen on the Quest 3, I am actually going to give the graphics in Ghost Town a perfect 10. It's flawless. If you're enjoying the video so far, like and subscribe, it helps the channel a lot. Next, let's talk gameplay. The puzzles are environmental in this game. Think shifting objects, rewiring electrical connections, using light to dispel magic seals, and using visual cues to piece together the elements to find a path forward. It's not combat focused at all, which in my opinion is one of the best things about it. This is a story-driven game that really does make you feel like you're uncovering something important as you go. This is from the same creators of the game The Room VR: A Dark Matter, which is almost completely puzzle-based. The Room VR is legitimately one of my favorite VR games ever, and now this is right up there with it. The big difference in Ghost Town is that it is a great mix of puzzles and story. There's a solid flow to it. Puzzles, story beat, exploration, repeat. The flow of the gameplay and the storyline is just so seamless and well executed. As you traverse the different areas and solve puzzles, you have an inventory box that you can pull out but stays completely out of the way. You can always just reach up and grab your flashlight, and it disappears just as fluidly when you don't need it. If you get stuck on a section, you can get hints directly from the pull tab under your inventory menu. All of the excellent elements of this game are so well put together. It kept me interested and invested from start to finish, and left me truly bummed when the whole thing ended so abruptly. I beat the game in about 5 hours, so I guess my biggest criticism of this game is just that it ends all too quickly. But each and every step of the way is saturated with so much high quality entertainment. I have to give the gameplay in Ghost Town a 9. Next, I'll talk about the audio. From the opening intro music that really truly reminds me of Stranger Things, with its heavy synth undertones from the 1980s, to the voice acting, to the sound effects of the magic and spells and ghosts, everything about the audio in this is absolutely top-notch. So much of the feel of this game is set not only by the amazing visuals, but also by the subtle music cues and ambient sounds that are so excellently woven into this game. The voice actors' performances are also excellent. They bring so much depth and character to the story. It really gives some emotional weight to each scene without being overdone.
You don't dress like the types that I usually take out here.
There's a section later on in this game that literally gave me goosebumps from the incredibly creepy chanting that just keeps getting repeated along with the environmental elements. I give the audio in Ghost Town a 9. Next, let's talk immersion. Everything from how you move through the world to how objects react to the pacing of the story pulls you in. There's no heads-up display, no clutter on the screen, no mini-maps, no distractions. You're just there, slowly uncovering layers as you go. As much as I thought this was going to be just a puzzler all around, much of this game you are literally walking through environments and experiencing the story. The way that the sound, the visuals, and the places you're in blend together so seamlessly truly takes you away and makes the time go by all too quickly. There are some truly spooky and unsettling parts of this game that are very well executed. They sort of stick in your mind after you've left an area. The subject of life and death and being trapped in between is all part of what makes this so immersive and downright creepy at times. I give the immersion in Ghost Town a 9. And finally, let's talk about replay value. Unfortunately for this game, the only thing you can really do when you go back after beating it the first time is pick up the magazines that you may have forgotten along the way in each of the individual chapters. The truth is I can see myself definitely playing this again, maybe in a year or two, but all around, I give the replay value of Ghost Town a 6. So what's the verdict? It's an emotional, visually rich, and cleverly crafted VR gaming experience that rewards curiosity, patience, and determination. There's no combat, there are no jump scares, and no traditional gamey structure to it, but that's kind of the point. It's a story worth living within. I love the way that it feels, I love the way that it plays, and it is a genuinely creepy experience at times. There are so many things in this game that are so cool and so fun, but I don't want to delve into it too much because I don't want to ruin it. I definitely have to give Ghost Town a solid 9 out of 10. So should you play or skip the game? I mean, it's kind of obvious. I think you should definitely play it. The desire this game created for me to keep going and discover what happens next, along with the excellent puzzles to solve, perfect graphics, and brilliant immersion makes it a must-play on the Quest 3. That's just what I think. What do you think? What is your absolute favorite creepy game in VR? What's your favorite type of puzzle to solve in a game? Have you played The Room VR? In any case, let's talk about all of it in the comments below. Speaking of amazing visual experiences, why don't you check out my list of the 10 best visual experiences on Quest 3 right here. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Go try something new. I'll see you next time on GameList Plus.
Oh, look, I did one of my drawings.